Welcome back to the channel, folks, and today I'm going to be doing my mid-season 2022 playoff predictions. And before I start the video, I just need to thank you guys for everything you've done for me. I've gained a lot over the start of my YouTube channel since last year, and just keep subscribing, keep hitting that like button, share it, comment on it, just do anything you can. And let's go ahead and get right into the video. So folks, as I said, today we're doing my mid-season 2022 playoffs. These are the teams that are in the playoffs currently that would be if the season was over right now. And so let's just get into the wild card games. We have the Brewers and Cardinals in the first wild card series, and I have the Brewers winning that one 2-1. When you have Corbin Burnes, Brandon Woodruff, Freddie Peralta, all three of those guys, you are bound to win a 3-game series. So I have to give it to the Brewers. While the Cardinals did make it to the wild card series, I don't see them going any further than that. So folks, for the next wild card game, I have the Braves and the Padres, and since these are the teams that are currently in the playoffs right now, it's not the teams that I think. I have to give it to the Braves 2-1 probably because the Braves are just stacked. Austin Riley, Ronald Acuna Jr., Dansby Swanson's having an all-star year. Braves can't be stopped right now, and I think they get past the Padres in a 3-game series. For the third wild card, folks, I have the Twins in the Blue Jays, and I have the Blue Jays winning that series 2-0 with all the firepower in that Blue Jays lineup. I think the Twins stand no match because even though the Twins are in first place in their division, they are also in the worst division and have the worst record of any first place holder in the entire MLB. And I truly think the Blue Jays are a better team than the Twins, and they will beat them in a 3-game series. Alright, folks, for the fourth and final wild card game, series actually, not games anymore, series, I have the Rays and the Mariners, and I have the Rays winning this one 2-0. Just because I love the Mariners, and I'm glad they are in the playoffs in this picture, but I do not see them getting past the Rays. Like, the Rays are such an odd team because they don't put the best players out every day. Like, they don't put superstars out every day, but their team has the best combination of guys that aren't superstars to make their team a very good team. And I just don't see the Mariners yet getting past them. So that's why I have the Rays winning the fourth and final wildcard series in the 2022 playoffs midseason. Alright, folks, so we now move on to the division series. And this is a 5-game series. And we're just going to start it off with my team, the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves in the first division series, and I have the Mets winning this one 3-2 in 5 games because, just hear me out here, you have Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, and Chris Bassett making 3 starts in a row. Now that is nails, and I see the Mets winning the first 2 games of the series because Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer are starting. And the Mets all season have been winning 2 out of 3, like 3 out of 4, and I can see them winning 3 out of 5 in this series against the Braves. So, folks, the next division series is the Dodgers and Brewers, and I had the Dodgers winning this one 3-1, and honestly, I don't think this one's very close. Like, while the Brewers are good, they're in one of the weaker divisions in baseball. And in a division like the AL East, they would be 4th place right now. But they are in a weak division, so they are in first. So, but not discounting that, the Dodgers just have so much firepower on their team. And I think they easily get past the Brewers, even though they have Corbin Burnes, Freddie Peralta, Brandon Woodruff. I just don't see that being a close series. So, folks, for the third division series, I have the Astros and Rays, and I have the Astros sweeping this series 3-0 because the Astros are just so good. I don't see anybody really stopping that team, the Astros, because they just have so much firepower on their team right now, and I don't really see a world where the Rays can stop that in any game. So that's why I'm giving it to the Astros for this 3rd out of 4 division series. So, folks, for the 4th out of 4 final division series, I have the Yankees and Blue Jays in interdivision series, and I have the Yankees coming out with this one 3-1, and I don't think it's super close. While the Blue Jays have a ton of firepower, the Yankees this season are making record-setting things. Like, they are doing insane stuff. I don't know if anybody's going to stop them, especially this early in the postseason. And with a team and the Blue Jays that relies on bad pitching, the Yankees pitching has been amazing this year. And I don't see the Blue Jays getting past the Yankees, and that's why I have them moving on to the LCS. All right, folks, now we move on to the League Championship Series, and then in the National League, I have the Mets and Dodgers fighting for the Championship Series. And honestly, I had a tough time on this one, but I ended up going with the Mets. Maybe a little bit of bias in there, but I ended up going with the Mets 4-3 over the Dodgers just because of how good this team has been in series. They always take 2 out of 3 from a series. They always take 3 out of 4. I can imagine them taking 3 out of 5, 4 out of 6, 4 out of 7. You already know, because I just feel like this Mets team is different this year, and I have them going to the World Series. Nothing against the Dodgers, though. So, folks, for the next League Championship Series, I have the Astros and Yankees. And again, I had a very tough time with this one, but I ended up going with the Yankees 4-3 just because of how good they have been this year. I know the Astros killed the New York teams this year, but just all the Yankees pitching, Matt Carpenter coming out, Aaron Judge having an MVP season, I just don't know if I see anybody beating the Yankees right now. Maybe the Mets will, you'll have to see, but I just don't really see that being a possibility. Even though the Astros are a great team, I just don't see it. Alright, folks, that will move us on to the World Series. I have a Subway Series for the World Series to decide who is the best team in the 2022 playoffs. 2022 season, actually. So now I'm just going to go game by game. So for the Yankees, game 1, you have Garrett Cole on the mound. Pitches an absolute gem against the Mets. And then the Mets have Jacob deGrom on the mound, who pitches an absolute gem against the Yankees. And this one comes down to a pitching duel, 0-0 in the 9th. And we are at Citi Field. So the Yankees become the Yankees. Top 9, Mets bring in Seth Lugo in a tie game 0-0. And the Yankees, Aaron Judge hits a 2-run home run to give the Yankees a 2-0 lead. And the Mets are silent in the bottom of the 9th. So that gives the Yankees a 1-game lead over the Mets, 1-0 Yankees. Alright, folks, so in the next game in the series, you have Nestor Cortes for the Yankees and Max Scherzer for the Mets. Scherzer pitches an absolute gem, 1 run in 7 innings, but Nestor Cortes gets roughed up for 5 runs in 5 innings. And the Mets have a 5-1 lead going to the top of the 8th, where Matt Carpenter hits a solo home run to make it 5-2, but that doesn't matter because the Yankees do not get another run. Mets win the second game of the series 5-2. So, folks, for the big 3rd game of the series, I have Chris Bassett on for the Mets and Luis Severino for the Yankees. I know he's injured. I'm just saying that he might come back. But Luis Severino gives up 1 run in 6 innings. Chris Bassett gives up 3 runs in 7 innings. And so it is currently 3-1 Yankees going to the top of the 8th. And we are at Yankee Stadium. And so it is Mets up right now. They have bases loaded, 2 outs. Can they do something? No, they can't. So go to the bottom of the 8th, and the Yankees don't get anything. But in the top of the 9th, Pete Alonso hits a 2-run home run to tie it up with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Then we go to the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees don't do anything. And we go to the top of the 10th, first extra innings game of the World Series. And the Mets don't score in the top of the 10th. The Yankees don't score in the bottom of the 10th. The Mets don't score in the top of the 11th. And finally, Gleyber Torres comes up with a walk-off hit in the bottom of the 11th. And the Yankees have a 2-1 lead in the World Series. Alright, folks, Game 4 at the Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Mets bring on David Peterson to pitch against... Who else do the Yankees have? I don't even know at this point. To pitch against somebody. That somebody gives up 2 runs in 6 innings to the Mets. And David Peterson gets roughed up for 3 runs in 4 innings. And so it is 3-2 going to the top of the 7th. And Mets can't get anything in the 7th or 8th. Yankees get 1 run in the bottom of the 7th, but nothing in the 8th. So it's 4-2. It is 4-2. Yankees currently top 9, 1 out, 2 outs, 3 outs. Mets go 1-2-3, and the Yankees lead 3-1 the World Series. Alright, folks, so we're still here at the Bronx, and the Mets have to win this game to get it back to Citi Field. And so the Mets put out Tylor Megill, who pitches an absolute gem, and the Yankees bring out Garrett Cole on 4 days rest. And Garrett Cole gives up 1 run in 6 innings, but Tylor Megill gives up 0 runs in 8 innings, just an absolute stellar pitching performance. And so we go to the top of the 9th. Mets go 1-2-3, but the Yankees are threatening. Bases loaded, 1 down. And here's a double play ball at the third base. Escobar turns it to second, to first, and the Mets get out of it. Mets win 1-0 in the 5th game of the series. Yankees now lead it only 3-2. Alright, folks, so we go to Game 6, and we're back at Citi Field. And now the Yankees score in the top of the 1st. The Mets score in the bottom of the 1st. They score 2. The Yankees have scored 1. Yankees score again 1 in the top of the 2nd. Mets can't score, so it's 2-2, top of the 3rd, with Jacob deGrom on the bump. And he makes the Yankees silent for the next 4 innings. But same with Luis Severino, who's on the bump for the Yankees. And we go to the top of the 7th, 2-2, where, of course, Gleyber Torres and Anthony Rizzo both go yard and makes it 4-2 Yankees. And now, bottom of the 7th, Pete Alonso steps up to the dish with a runner on base, and he can't do anything. Top of the 8th, here we come. Nothing for the Yankees. But in the bottom of the 8th, Jeff McNeil steps up to the plate and gets a 2 RBI single and makes it 4-4 Mets and Yankees. And top of the 9th, here's one more run. Joey Gallo goes deep for the Yankees, 5-4. And here is the Mets coming up. They are eliminated. The Yankees win the World Series if they can get 1-2-3 here. And so Mets get the first runner on. Brandon Nimmo gets on a hit by pitch. And then the next runner gets on a 4-pitch walk. They're in trouble. Francisco Lindor up to the plate now. And he grounds into a double play that gives a runner on third with 2 outs for the Mets. Here's Pete Alonso. He steps up to the plate. And he goes yard to tie the series, to end the game. Pete Alonso gives the Mets a 3-3 series tie as we go back to the Bronx. Alright, folks, Game 7 of this series, sports, Max Scherzer and Nestor Cortez for the final know-it-all for everything here. And so, honestly, guys, this one goes scoreless until the 8th inning, where the Yankees absolutely blow up for 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Mets do get 2 runs in the top of the 9th, but I just don't have the Mets beating the Yankees in a 7-game World Series. So, unfortunately, I have to give it to the Yankees. I feel like I'm not even a Mets fan anymore, but that's what I have to do. And so, Yankees, honestly, halfway through the season, I feel like that's what the Yankees will do. 4-3 over the Mets. Alright, folks, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. I put a lot of time into it, and I just hope that that I can keep making videos like this. You guys keep just helping me grind this out, and I'll keep doing it. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it. YouTube recommends you watch the video, and so do I. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do everything for me because it really helps me out, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.